Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel NonFictionSummary. Enjoy the video and don't forget to leave a like and tell us your opinion about the topic in the comment section. Some bacteria are harmful, and some are beneficial. Competition between bacteria and fungi frequently causes one to wither while the other grows. Simply put, viruses are bits of DNA or RNA. Again, both harmful ones contribute to diseases like hepatitis B, HIV, and COVID-19, as well as beneficial ones that maintain the balance of your bacteria. Your microbiome contains parasites that behave like thieves by stealing energy from you while attempting to go unnoticed. Thankfully, some, like worms that can reach a length of 80 feet, are uncommon in the West. However, Toxoplasma gondii, which currently infects 60 million Americans, is largely asymptomatic. Then there are the archaea, a group of extinct organisms that have existed for many billions of years. They can also be found in volcanoes and ocean rift vents in addition to your colon. They are remarkably resilient and, as of now, hardly comprehended at all. Your gut microbiota is quite distinctive and varied. For instance, it contains between 300 and over 1,000 of the 36,000 bacteria species that are thought to exist. What then does your gut microbiota do? And what occurs when it malfunctions? Your digestive system's ability to extract nutrients from food depends heavily on your microbiota. The microbes in your microbiota eat the same things you do, but they have different nutritional needs. Microbes that depend on a certain food group starve to death if that food group is completely removed. Additionally, the next 50 generations of microbes are impacted by the food you choose to eat in any given 24 hours. This effectively gives you a unique collection of microbes that is comparable to your fingerprint. Your microbiota is much more significant than just your colon. Consider it a sort of command post for your health. Your immune system, metabolism, hormonal balance, cognition, and gene expression are all affected by it. Your gut microbes frequently play a role in events that take place in your body or brain. Dysbiosis, or a lack of harmony and balance in your gut, can result in a loss of species diversity. As a result, can increase the proportion of microbes that produce inflammation. Bacterial endotoxin can enter your bloodstream when the healthy microbes that normally protect the wall of your colon stop doing so. Even though the ensuing inflammation may be quite low grade, it can still result in organ failure and sepsis, both of which can be fatal. Along with many other diseases, it has been linked to autoimmune disorders, obesity, coronary artery disease, type 2 diabetes, and Alzheimer's. Awful news, indeed. Kristen was a patient of Dr. B's. She was overweight, anxious, depressed, took antibiotics 3 or 4 times a year for sinus infections, had migraines, and polycystic ovary syndrome in addition to suffering from chronic abdominal pain and diarrhea for years. She had shed loads of medications in her system. She had tried eating a paleo diet and cutting out gluten and beans from her diet because she believed she was sensitive to them. But nothing got results. Now that she was trying to lose weight, she was thinking about switching to a keto diet. The majority of Americans, 72%, are obese, with 40% of them carrying 14 or more extra kilograms around their hips and waist. Alarmingly, 5 or more prescription drugs are used by 60% of Americans over the age of 19. And this number has doubled over the past 12 years. We now suffer from issues related to being overfed, undernourished, and overmedicated as a result of modern life. We are endangering our health and gut. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports that the average American gets about 32% of their calories from animal sources, 57% from processed plants, and only 11% from whole grains, fruit, vegetables, nuts, and beans. Animal protein-rich diets are linked to higher levels of harmful inflammatory microbes, whereas plant protein actively promotes the beneficial anti-inflammatory species and suppresses the harmful ones. Then, is it any surprise that the populations in the 5 areas of the world where lifespans are longer than ours have diets that are at least 90% plant-based, with a focus on seasonal fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, and whole grains? Since most of the fiber has been removed, sugar is quickly absorbed in the intestine as opposed to being slowly digested. This causes our gut's microbial diversity to decline and the number of inflammatory bacteria that thrive on carbohydrates to increase. Would it surprise you to learn that the preservatives, additives, and colorants in processed food may also be destroying our microbes? Many of them most definitely are. And a startling 99% of their effects haven't even been researched. What is the answer to each of these issues? Instead of treating the symptoms, we need to address the problem's underlying causes. The answer is probably obvious to you already. We must heal our digestive systems, maintaining good gut health. Would it surprise you to learn that fiber is the best place to start if you want to heal and maintain the health of your gut? The reason is that fiber is incredibly beneficial for the microbiota in your gut. It's probably the most effective way to get your microbiota back to health. However, only a small percentage of Americans, less than 3%, currently consume the recommended daily minimum amount of fiber. Therefore, 97% of the population is lacking in dietary fiber, a complex carbohydrate found in plants. Fiber. They control the only source of this food. You've probably been told that the fiber you eat enters your body and essentially leaves it unchanged. Additionally, short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAS, are released when the fiber is broken down. These SCFAS increase the acidity of your colon, which is crucial in preventing the development of inflammatory bacteria. The SCFAS also inhibit harmful bacterial strains like Salmonella. Your healthy microbes are fed by your dietary fiber, and they continue to produce SCFAS in a positive feedback loop. So what can you do to remedy your diet's lack of fiber? Getting a few of those fiber bars from the health food store should solve the problem, right? That's not surprising at all. To truly ensure the health of your gut microbiome, you should eat the rainbow or a variety of plants. A minimum of 90% of the foods in your diet should be planted. Dr. Rob Knight, dubbed the god of gut health by Dr. B, discovered that eating 30 different plants per week is the best strategy for ensuring the greatest possible diversity of gut microbes. As unlikely as it may seem, that is not impossible. The acronym F Goals can help you with it. F stands for both fruit and fermented foods. You shouldn't be concerned about the sugar in fruits because it isn't processed, and fruits are a great source of fiber and other nutrients like vitamins and minerals. Try some sourdough bread, sauerkraut, tempeh, kimchi, miso, and kombucha for fermented foods. G stands for whole grains and greens. Nutrient-rich vegetables include kale, spinach, arugula, bok choy, and romaine. And because grains contain a lot of fiber, you can think of them as the building blocks of your healthy gut. O is for omega-3 powerhouse seeds like hemp, chia, and flax. Your body cannot produce omega-3 or omega-6, so you must get them from your diet. However, omega-6 is typically available in sufficient amounts, and the seeds and walnuts will give you the required amounts of omega-3. The letter A stands for aromatics, which include flavorful and nutrient-rich leeks, shallots, onions, and garlic. Include some fresh herbs that are high in nutrients, such as basil and chives. L for inexpensive, nutrient-dense legumes. Due to their high fiber content, they provide yet another base for your healthy gut. Sulforaphane, which is present in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, sprouts, kale, cabbage, and cauliflower, is represented by the letter S. Sulforaphane is a potent antioxidant, known to protect against some cancers, and may also help with other conditions like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Among many other advantages, it's also known to help with anxiety and depression. Additionally, there are two additional SS. The first bonus S stands for mushrooms because they contain nutrients that are known to boost the immune system and offer cancer protection. One button mushroom per day in particular lowers the risk of breast cancer by 64%. Seaweed, which is rich in fiber and contains nutrients not found in land plants, receives the second bonus S. It's important to remember that combining various plants can have a potent synergistic effect. Kale and lemon, as an illustration. Although kale is a fantastic source of iron, it is non-heme and therefore less bioavailable than the iron found in meat. Animal-derived heme iron is more bioavailable, but it is also more inflammatory and linked to type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, and heart disease. The amount of iron absorbed by the kale increases significantly when vitamin C from the lemon is added. You gain from a source of iron without an increased risk of diabetes, colon cancer, or heart disease. Now that you are aware of some of the advantages of eating more fiber and how to do so, here is one last piece of advice to help you keep a balanced gut flora. Share your microbes. Get to know others. Give them your time. Give them a handshake or a high five. And if the moment is right and you're with your partner, kiss them. Yes, you will be showing your love for one another, but you will also be exchanging 80 million microbes. Thanks for watching the video. When you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. See you next time.